Hi, good afternoon. My name is Lisa Jackson. We're with the San Antonio Observer. I have gubernatorial candidate Beto O'Rourke here. We want to talk about his reasons for running, why he's in San Antonio, and what he has to offer for the community.
For 8 years of Gregg Abbott, 8 years of failure, 8 years of the grid not working, leading the nation in school shootings, the most extreme abortion ban in America, teachers being run out of the school, we can do something better, but we need to vote for change and turn the page on Abbott. We do that, we're going to be able to pay our teachers a real salary, cancel the STAR test so they can focus on their kids, fix the grid, lower our energy bills, bring down our property taxes, prioritize the lives of our kids over the interests of the NRA, and restore the right to choose to every single woman in Texas. Those things are things that all of us can agree on, not just Democrats, not just Republicans, but all of us. So this is an agenda for Texas. Both parties are making a really big mistake right now. And the Republican Party in Texas is seeking to disenfranchise voters, overwhelmingly voters of color, and among them black voters who've historically been the targets of voter suppression and voter intimidation. And I would say the Democratic Party far too often takes these same voters for granted and assumes that if you're black, you're likely going to vote for a Democrat, so why bother to show up? We're going to break through all that. We are breaking through all that by making sure that we're standing up for the right of every Texan to vote, especially those who are the targets of suppression and intimidation, and also not taking anyone for granted. I haven't earned anybody's vote unless I've shown up, listened to, worked with, and fought for that person to make sure that we can work together to do something great for Texas. So you find us in every part of the state, showing up for everybody, taking no one for granted, and writing nobody off. We do that, we're going to be able not only to do better for Texas as a whole, but to make sure that those who have been the targets of not just voter suppression and voter intimidation, but things like redlining or over-policing or disparities in the criminal justice system and incarceration are treated fairly under the law in the state of Texas. That's going to be a great day for everybody in the state.
Pro-business state. The previous administration has not addressed that at all. So what are you going to do to increase business in African Americans?
We're going to do a number of things. One, we're going to bring down the cost of doing business in Texas. Our property taxes, which all small business owners pay, have gone up $20 billion over the last 8 years. We have got to bring them down. We can do that through things like Medicaid expansion and upping the share of state spending for public ed in the state of Texas. We also have to make sure that capital is available to these small business owners and entrepreneurs. One of the challenges is the rate of home ownership among black Texans compared to white Texans is incredibly low. That means that fewer people have the ability to leverage that investment, the equity that they've built up as collateral for a small business loan. I want to increase small business opportunities, and I want to increase home ownership amongst African Americans in Texas. That means working with community banks and partners. That means more tax credit financing at the state level, and that means more capital coming in to new entrepreneurs and supporting existing small business owners.
Thank you. We appreciate you for coming out. We appreciate you for all of your ideas. This has been the San Antonio Observer, and we're listening to gubernatorial candidate Beto O'Rourke. We're voting in November. Early voting starts now. The actual voting date is November the 8th. I'm getting a little loopy here. So we're looking for you to come out, and hopefully you'll pick the right candidate.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to be with you today.
Thank you, sir.